What's going on, America? I am Graham Allen, and welcome to the latest but late episode of Dear America Live. If you're watching right now, we need you to hit the share button immediately, because when you hit the share button, more people see it. And this episode is, of course, brought to you by our partners at Liberty University. You can click the link in the caption above, because we love Liberty. I go there. They are military friendly. They are faith friendly. They are, if you've ever thought about going back to school and getting your degree online while you're a working mom or dad, go to Liberty University. Click the link in the caption above. But we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. 6.4 thousand people are watching. Hit the share button right this second, because we want to talk about our relationship with Facebook really quick. A lot of people are asking us about it. So here we go. All right, so it is not unknown that we have entered into a 30-day demonetization period with Facebook. We have been in contact with Facebook, and things have been very civil. Mm-hmm. They've been very civil, and so I do want to say that I don't agree, but at the end of the day, you can agree to disagree. So we are able to do live feeds. We're able to do that. We're able to post hard post. But the videos that you're kind of used to seeing for the next 30 days at least are going to, probably not be there until we get the 30-day suspension over with. But we can do live feeds, so we are going to do like live things about the presidential debates, because one of the first debates happens at the end of the month, and 9/12 United launches in what? 9 days? 9 days.
Yeah.
9 days. 8 days. Oh my gosh. 8 days.
Oh yeah.
So go to 912united.com, or you can just follow the 912 social pages and follow that. It is our brand that we are so excited to announce. It is basically live like it's 9/12, the day after 9/11 when America was united, and so on. And so on. Anyway, so for those of you who are curious, 7.1 thousand people are watching. Hit the share button right now. The more you share, the more people see it. Our relationship with Facebook is actually very good. And so we disagree from time to time. On this, we disagree on. I made a video, and at the end of the day, I did break the community standard.
Got a little overzealous on that one, I guess.
I did break the community standard, and it is at the end of the day, it's very clear. I don't agree with it. But,
you're a bad boy.
Well, I don't agree with it, but I want
you in jail.
But I want to clear the air and just say that, it's not so much that I was targeted. I don't believe that. I think at the end of the day, we make money off Facebook, and Facebook didn't like what we did. So anyway, moving forward, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And before we do that, let's make a good shout out to our friends at Red Arrow Weapons.
Yeah.
You can go to redarrowweapons.com right now and get an AR-15 for you and your family. The importance of the Second Amendment cannot be stated more and more and more. Go to redarrowweapons.com and get 100% made in America right now. All right, let's talk about Cuomo. All right, so Cuomo says something the other day, and I'm curious. Comment below and let me know what you think. One, do you like the new look of the show? We've got our cool little logos at the bottom of the screen. We're a little closer up, which I like because it's a little more personal, if I may say so myself.
Yeah.
How do we do? Yeah, Keith and Kevin. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, we love the Hodge twins. Okay, so Cuomo is talking about Trump, and he says that Trump better have an army with him if he steps foot in New York. Okay? I'm pretty sure Jake is pulling up that as we're talking. But yeah, like those aren't made up words. That's not me insinuating. That is me being honest. The governor of New York tells the president of the United States that if you set foot in New York City, you better have an army with you.
Mm-hmm.
Comment below. Let us know what you think. That sounds like a threat to me.
That's what I had to ask Graham. Is this real? Like, is this fake news? Because I didn't think you could do that, honestly, in general, but especially if you're in a leadership position. I mean, I guess it shouldn't surprise me.
That sounds like a threat.
That is a
like
threat. If you told anyone that's a threat.
How do you get away with telling the president of the United States that kind of stuff in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the question to me. Is the end of the day, this is the president. This is the leader of the free world. You can't tell the president where he can go and where he can't go. I don't know, and it's a fine line, right? Like where is the line there between state rights, government, federal government, blah 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 blah. Either way, Nipple King needs to keep his thoughts to himself.
The Nipple King,
and he needs to take those U-shaped things out of his nipples. It looks like the things that they knock on the door with in the horror movie.
Maybe he has like some type of like body.
What they call those dumbbells?
No, he doesn't have no body, nothing. Like that is some straight up piercings. That is, you need an undershirt on, sir, when you're wearing shirts, because there just comes a point where it's not okay anymore to do that kind of stuff. Anyway, so Cuomo threatens Trump. That's happening. Biden is finally coming out of his hole.
Who?
Yeah, who? But before we talk about Biden, I really want to talk about the topic that's trending today. The number one thing on Twitter today is Trump hates veterans. Hashtag Trump hates veterans. So if you're a veteran watching this, or you're an active military service member watching this, or you're a spouse, or anything like that, comment below and let us know what you think about this trending hashtag of Trump hates veterans, because I know that that's not true. And here's my thought process for this. Okay, so I never served in the Army officially when Trump was president. Trump took office, the inauguration in January. He was the president-elect in my final 45 days in the Army. So I never served under Trump. I did, however, serve under Bush and Obama. And what I can tell you is under Bush, morale was all right. We were right in the middle of the surge of Iraq, etc. Under Obama, the morale was so low and so horrible that everybody was just like, this is bullcrap, man. I remember, me and Alyssa remember actually having huge pay gaps for long periods of time because they couldn't pass budgets, getting the lowest pay raises in military history. Well, not history, but in the past 50 years for military under Obama. And this president...
And generally not feeling appreciated. I mean, that was the point, the problem, is that we didn't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's done more for veterans than any other president.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
Sure. And I had it written down in the office. I am actually on, full transparency, the Veterans for Trump advisory board for his campaign this year. And so we talk about this a lot, actually. The biggest pay raises for the military in the past 25 years. He has signed countless reform bills for the military. He has tackled the VA, the right to try. A lot of that was based around veterans that are trying to get help, and they need different procedures and whatnot. He also has put out special reforms and attention to military spouses. He's increased military spending to make us the strongest, fastest, most powerful, most elite military force in the world, which we already were, but why not reinforce it? What do you mean Trump hates veterans? So where did all this come from? You got to ask this question. Well, it comes from an article that someone said back in 2018, Trump was supposed to attend a World War I, and I'm catching up today, but it's something about a World War I memorial
in France.
Yeah. Okay. And people are saying that, and he ended up not going. And people are saying it's because during this conversation, he said that those people were losers and suckers and he doesn't want to be a part of it, which as what it actually was it was a, Air Force One decision because the weather was too bad. And they didn't want to try to put any kind of, Air Force One is a gigantic airplane. Okay. So you can't just take Air Force One in and out of everywhere, right? You got to have a certain amount of visuals, all that other kind of stuff. It was a pilot, a White House Air Force decision not to land and not to do this thing. Okay. to hear those words, I can tell you that I've met the president a couple times. I don't believe that at all. In any way.
No, there's a
shape,
lot of
form, or
other
fashion.
issues they could tackle. I feel like that would not be a good one
Yeah.
as a campaign strategy. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, a low blow to try to get some military people to convert to Biden followers.
Yeah.
That would not probably be
I don't
your
believe it.
best route to go.
I don't believe it, and
because it's not true.
well, a lot of people,
Right.
a lot of people are like the same Trump supporters that are saying that he didn't say this. Show the clip of him about John McCain. Okay, so let's tackle the John McCain clip from a couple years ago. You don't have to play it, Jake. I mean,
Okay.
I know it for years. Basically, he says that John McCain's a loser because he got captured, and he doesn't like losers. He likes people who don't get captured. All right, he should not have said that. Okay,
Not one of his finest moments.
Not one of his finest decisions, and even he has admitted I probably shouldn't have said that. I did not like it when the president said that, and comment below and let me know what you think. I didn't agree.
Even if John McCain's a neocon crazy person.
Yes, but
Still served.
But to talk about the service portion of it, I did not agree with. Okay, and I would also venture to say, either way, you also have to realize context. Context is always important too, whether still appropriate or not. John McCain and President Trump hated each other.
Yeah.
Okay? They hated each other. John McCain said horrible things about President Trump. President Trump says horrible things about John McCain. All right? And people are obviously exasperating this because now John McCain has passed away and he's no longer here. I don't see the correlation of how you say something when you're in a feud with someone, appropriate or not, and equate that to Trump hates veterans.
Well, it's the same with the black community. He's done more for the black community than any other president, but he's still racist, still hates black people. You know, done more for the veterans than any other president, but he thinks veterans are losers.
Yeah. Well, this is the part of the campaigning, political on both sides, that I can't stand, is just drawing out something and then trying just to throw scraps to try to get someone to vote for the other party.
Yes.
But obviously, that isn't true, because if you go back to it, whether you say it or not, go back to looking actually at policies, right? All these Democratic leaders say one thing and they won't call the National Guard. Their policies don't reflect it. So just look at what Trump has done for the veteran community and then come at me with he doesn't like veterans.
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody commented and they said we all say things we regret, and I think
Absolutely.
I think that's a really good thing. I
Good point.
had a good friend of mine point out something that I said, I guess when I was 18 or 19. Just coming back from the war, and I was like, what was that?
That was you saying.
That was you talking.
He was on face. He's looking at comments.
Looking at
Oh,
comments.
you're looking at comments?
It was you.
Anyway, I basically, and I remember reading it and then going, I don't remember even saying that. And if I did say that, I probably shouldn't have said that. It was a really stupid thing to say. I was 19. Who doesn't say stupid things when they're 19? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is I don't see how you take all those things. Also, this is not validated accusations, by the way.
Right.
This is hearsay, bull crap is what it is, and I don't believe it for 5 seconds. I just don't. I don't believe it for I have watched the difference of how President Trump interacts with the military versus Obama. And there's my favorite comparison is there's this meme where you can go, I don't know, you may be able to find it, Jake. It's Trump with the military, Obama with the military. And it's a picture of a Marine holding an umbrella over Obama's head so he didn't get rained on. And then the other pic is Trump like picking up the Marine's hat that flew off and putting it back on his head or whatever. And to me, that is just the best comparison for this whole thing is the differences of the presidents and how they act. Hold on, somebody
pulled up right here.
Oh, we got it?
Yeah.
We got it? Okay, well, there you go. You can see it. Are we there?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's showing.
Okay, all right. So that's my favorite little meme right there is to be able to show the comparisons there between the two. Yeah, right there. See the umbrella, and then Donald Trump actually circles around back to give the Marine his hat back. Subtle actions speak louder than words do all the time. And at the end of the day, Obama didn't give a crap about the military, and the president does.
Kind of like Nancy Pelosi's subtle action of going to the nail
Ooh,
salon.
we'll talk about that next. But before we do, let's get into Patriot Mobile. Sadly, America's students are caught up in the politics of the coronavirus, and their education hangs in the balance. To support the next generation of freedom-loving Americans, Patriot Mobile is running a school days promotion until September 12th. Ooh, 9/12. All right. Choose either a free phone or a free month of service when you switch to America's only conservative cell phone carrier, Patriot Mobile. Plus, instead of charging hidden fees and funding left-wing propaganda, Patriot Mobile will donate a portion of your bill to students for life. Get the same reliable nationwide service and support the company that shares your values, supports our Constitution, and puts people before profits. Switching is easy. Keep your phone. What is that? Oh, sorry. I can't read. I'm from Mississippi, guys. Keep your phone number, bring your own phone, or buy a new one. Call 972-PATRIOT, 972-PATRIOT, or visit patriotmobile.com/Graham. Use the promo code Graham when you choose a free month of service or a free phone. Veterans and first responders save even more. 972-PATRIOT, that's 972-PATRIOT, or visit patriotmobile.com/Graham. Promo code Graham. All right, let's talk about Nancy Pelosi. All right. So, somebody wrote me that they got banned from Facebook because they put up a meme of Nancy Pelosi getting her hair cut, and it was the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Getting her hair cut. So Nancy Pelosi is under fire for hypocrisy within her own state. So basically, in California, you can't go get your hair cut. The salons aren't open. People are going out of business. They're losing their livelihoods. But somehow, the most powerful woman in politics right now, which is the Speaker of the House, was able to get a blowout scheduled. Which
blowout.
What is that, Alyssa? A blowout?
It's when you get your hair done. Like you gotta like poof. I actually don't know. I don't do hair. I think it's when you push. You do it straight.
The news article said blowout.
Yeah, it's when you get it.
I want to know what a blowout
Google
means.
It, Jay. It's when
Sounds
you get
fun.
it like
Google. Yes, Google it.
Look,
Google
can you
it
see
right
my
now,
hands?
Jay.
It's like you get it and then you kind of like this. It's like a,
No, that looks like a comb down. What you're doing?
no,
It's
no,
like
no, because it goes.
he found it. Hold on. What is
No,
it?
that's-
A blowout is a sudden rupture or malfunction
no,
of
that's
a
not, no, you got to blow out through your hair.
A blowout hair salon blowout.
telling you, I'm
Google
right.
hair salon blowout. No, the audience needs to know. And if you know what it is, comment below
just
right
did
now.
Okay, got it. A
Okay.
blowout treatment is a hair service that many salons offer their guests. Typically, voluminous and glossy hair with an option to add some soft curls or keep it straight. Typically, a blowout includes a hair wash,
Yep. Dry. Yep.
with a brush.
Yeah. See, it's when you do this. You blow it. You like.
So it's like a full service kind of. So it's like the VIP at the sports clips for us
Not
dudes.
really. I mean, everybody gets a blowout technically when you go to a hair salon.
So
What
it means
a-
you get your hair wet and then dry.
Exactly.
What a terrible name for something. That's just not a good name. It's
Not if you're a parent. That's not what you think of as a parent when you hear blowout.
It's not. It's not a lot of things you think when you
Stay
think of a
silky and
blowout.
smooth.
Anyway, she's a hypocrite.
What a terrible. I want to go get my blowout. Anyway, okay. All right.
says that.
So, that's what the article said.
Well, actually,
the
okay.
article
I
said
just,
a
a
blowout.
lot of people actually probably do say they're going to get.
Okay.
I don't say that.
Anyway, so what's the big deal, you might ask? Well, the big deal is other people can't go get a blowout. And then there's security camera footage in this salon showing Nancy Pelosi not only doing what she tells the residents of her area that they cannot do, she's also not wearing a mask. Oh,
My God.
first of all, can we just point out how creepy she looks
She really
in this
does.
photo
Is
right
it because
here?
her hair is wet? Is that why? Hopefully.
You ever seen that M. Night Shyamalan movie where the kids go visit the grandparents and it's not really their grandparents, but the grandma's like crawling around?
I want to see.
at
What
night?
is that?
Where is her hair?
The
Slick back.
the visit or
The Visit?
or something like
I was
that?
trying to find out the
Oh
other day.
yes, I think it is the visit.
She
it's
looks
creepy.
just like that grandma that's like, get in the oven, dear. Go deep. Go clean the oven.
That was a horrible movie. I didn't
Either
know.
that or the clip of the chick from Legion, the grandma that's like, all those babies
All
are going to
those
burn.
She also has a little Michael Jackson look to her too.
She does. She does. She
that
does.
one.
Thrill the night.
Isn't that weird? Look at this.
Yeah, it's very creepy and similar.
Show it. Show it. I hate it because I'm on the delayed feed and I can't see
I know,
when
we need
you
to get
guys see.
we need to
Well,
get a
it's up
monitor
there.
in here.
But yeah, it's completely hypocritical.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait until I can see it.
Oh, that's fine.
Because I feel left out. And
I'm
Jason
sorry.
Smart is calling me, my manager. Hello, you know that we're filming right now, Jason.
We're behind schedule.
How
also.
dare you? Oh, I see it now. Yeah, okay, Michael Jackson. That's how delayed it is. The footage here.
But I'm confused on how people can actually support her. Like all these very hypocritical views. Like she's telling you not to do it. Everyone's obeyed and fighting for this, and she's doing it, and yet people are still defending her. Like, well, she should get her blowout.
Here's
Should she though?
here's the thing. Okay, so do we have the video of her saying she was set up?
I
Yes.
can get it.
Okay,
yeah.
let's pull that up, and then you let me know, and I'll be quiet.
Like,
and you
it's
can
a
play
trap.
that for everybody.
It's not a trap. You went and got your hair done.
Nancy Pelosi, when confronted with this hypocrisy, literally stands there in an interview. It's like a 40-second clip, talking about how it was a setup, and if she's at fault for anything, it's for being set up. And I don't.
got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Her hair does look good in this
let's
picture,
play that.
It does. I
know
mean,
if anything looks
credit where
good.
credit
All right.
is due.
Yeah,
She got highlights
she is
too.
All right,
psycho.
play it. Let's do it.
There we go.
Monday. It's been quite controversial, and I understand that it was not your first time getting your hair done inside that salon. Can you say how many times?
No, I've been there many over the years. I've been there many times.
during the lockdown.
I appreciate the question. They said, well, we're able to accommodate people one person at a time. I trusted that. As it turns out, it was a setup, and that's all I'm going to say.
It was a
on
setup.
that. Again?
Can you expound on the setup?
This is great.
San Francisco barber who's a fan of yours. He supports you, but you think you owe.
Do you think you owe them an apology?
Well, I don't. I think that they owe, that this salon owes me an apology.
The salon
Oh wow,
owes
she's
me
gonna end up
an
shutting them out, or
apology.
shutting them down.
Listen here. All right.
Crazy.
So they wow. There's
Wow.
also this other viral clip of Pelosi very drunkenly and her teeth is falling out, saying that the president needs to take responsibility. It sounds like Jim Carrey on Fireman Joe or whatever. Let me show you something. Anyway, she goes, the president needs to take responsibility, and then the very next clip is the salon owes me an apology.
Yeah, she also said Trump slaps science in the face when he doesn't wear a mask.
And she's not
And
wearing a
she's
mask.
not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the owner of the salon actually goes on Tucker Carlson. Like, Tucker Carlson jumps on this all day. I love Tucker. He's amazing. And he basically asked, he's like, did you set her up? And she's like, no. In fact, she booked the appointment herself weeks before she even showed up. Like, Nancy Pelosi's making it sound like this salon called her up and was like, Speaker Pelosi, we would love to do your hair for you.
Yeah.
And
Well-
and what the reality is, Speaker Pelosi or a rep, I think she said a rep, calls for Speaker Pelosi
Yep.
to get the appointment set up.
Well, the thing is, she probably was set up because that's private security footage of the salon, right? So somebody at the salon must have leaked that for good reason because she's a hypocrite.
Well,
but
that's not a setup. That's
kinda was.
that's not a setup. That's a you got caught. You know
But
what I'm
wait,
saying?
but she
That's a-
says the salon owner said you can see one person at a time. She is over all of this. Would she not know her own laws or what's going on in her own state? Like, if it was like a celebrity, I'd be like, maybe they didn't know. There is no way
Yeah.
she did not know what was going on
No
in
way.
her state.
No. Well, she's the one.
try.
She's the one pushing for all this, and
Exactly.
And anyway, so Nancy Pelosi, you're a big old hypocrite. We all know it. Maybe she was drunk during that because she drinks a lot.
I'd say that's probably a
she
good
did look
guess.
kinda-
She's got a drinking problem, and you know.
And there's also no way, I'm sorry, that she
Can we-
scheduled her own appointment.
Can we put up the Alcoholics Anonymous hotline just really quick? No, because she has a problem, and if it's really there, like, I really hope she gets help. I really do. So if you are struggling like Nancy Pelosi with alcoholism, there are hotlines for you to call to get some help.
But she has a drink because of all the
What?
demons. in
What
her.
are you looking at me like that
Got
for?
to calm them down.
Maybe people really need to see this, and we're helping people right now. You're giving me a dirty look.
No, I'm just thinking about. I really think she has a drink to keep her demons at bay.
Yeah. Just don't be a Nancy, and just.
Did you hear that Nancy's the new Karen? And I love it. Instead of
Nancy.
don't be a Karen, you're just now Nancy.
Well, that already was like
I
quit
know,
being
but
a
I want to
Nancy.
like use it now, like
Oh, yeah.
more, like bring back don't be a Nancy.
All right. So for our Liberty moment of the day, all right, brought to you by Liberty University, you can click the link in the caption above. If you click it and you apply, your application fee is waived to go to Liberty University. Well, I go there. I'm finishing up my degree. I know a lot of friends that have done it. They're an amazing group. Click the link and fill out the application. Go to Liberty University. Continue your education, and your application fee is absolutely free with us. But the Liberty moment of the day, I want to bring to you a discussion that me and Noah actually had on the drive back from New York. So I was just in New York filming a Fox Nation 9/11 special, which will air on Fox Nation on the 11th, but air on Fox News on the 13th. So it's like an hour-long special. So if you want to see us from Ground Zero, it's me, Rob O'Neill,
Yeah, super
the
cool.
guy who shot Bin Laden, Pete Hegseth, a bunch of cool guys were there. It was a lot of fun. You can see that in full on the 13th on Fox News Channel if you don't already have Fox Nation. Anyway, so me and Noah get to talking about this thing. And so this will be our Liberty moment of the day for conversation here. What's more important, equality or freedom? Which one's more important?
Freedom.
Okay, Jake says freedom.
I would go freedom too.
Okay, Alyssa says freedom. Well, the reason I bring this up is because right now the big argument is equality, right?
Yeah.
like,
What kind of equality?
we're not equal. We're not equal right this second, and something has happened to our feed. It looks like in our deal here. That is not good.
Well, I think there's equality.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Equality
Yeah.
of opportunity.
It was me. It was me.
I think it's just you, babe. You just stop looking at your computer.
Well, I just want to make sure we're good here. All right. Anyway, okay. So comment below. Let me know what you think is more important, equality or freedom, because a lot of the riots right now, a lot of this stuff and everything that's going on is over the veil of equality. And everybody wants to be equal, and everybody wants this. But I'll take freedom over equality any day. Now, let me finish before I say this, and let me tell you why. Are you sure nothing's wrong? Because we're losing a lot of viewers very quickly on this thing here.
I'm not seeing any comments saying anything. I'm seeing people say freedom, exclamation point.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying we just lost 3,000 viewers in one hit. So something.
You should have said equality was more important than freedom.
Something happened there. Something
Clearly,
happened.
they don't agree with you.
Anyway, there was some kind of glitch there right then, obviously. All right. So, all right. So, equality. All right. In the best way that it was described, I was listening to Ben Shapiro talk to Joe Rogan, and they were saying equality is, imagine you're about to run a race. Okay. And you know, like the track people, how they line up or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Equality is all of them being on the same line at the same time. Right. And it cannot be argued that there are some people that are like 20 yards behind right now, whatever that is, from poverty to, I don't know, economic standards, educational standards, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So people want there to be equality. But here's the thing that I want to talk to everybody about. There really is never going to be true equality across the board. And what I mean by that is, say we go to a socialistic society, where everybody gets paid the same amount of money, we all get the same health care, we all have the same cars, same house, same food, same everything. There's still going to be people in charge, right? So therefore, we are not all equal. Right. And therefore, there are still some people that are more important, per se, than we are.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as real equality. Freedom, on the other hand, is what you actually are wanting, because freedom allows the same opportunity for people to succeed. Not all people are going to succeed the same way, but it's a much better thing. So even if you line up everybody, all right, you line up everybody, we're all equal at the starting line, and we all take off at the same time.
I'm a slow runner.
So there's some slow runners. There's some big old people that ain't great at running. There's some really skinny people that are super good at running.
Some short leg people.
People are going to start to pull away from the pack, right? That's freedom. Okay. Freedom allows you the same opportunities as everybody else. Freedom allows you to go out there and do whatever it is you want to do, but not everybody is going to accomplish the same thing because we're not all created. We all are created equal under the image of God, but we all have different giftings.
Yeah.
We don't all have the same talents. We don't all have the same attributes, as it were.
But it also goes to one, defining equality, because right now when people define equality, it's a woke equality, and it keeps changing. So you can't keep up with that anyway. But two, to me, when you were saying that, it sounds an awful lot like the 1A, 2A debate, like which is more important, freedom of speech or freedom to bear arms. So they're both important. It's just which one, is kind of defining of the terms. So.
Right. Yeah.
I agree, though, that freedom.
They want equality of outcome. And I mean, that sounds nice. Like, I'd like a NBA contract. I can go. I have the freedom to go try.
Can you imagine? But by that very definition, the NFL is racist.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's 70% black people.
Where's the equality of outcome there?
Yeah, where's the equality? Can you imagine a bunch of me's out there playing for Alabama football?
What about the women?
We would have 96 to 95 games because couldn't nobody play defense. Nobody could tackle. And if you threw a deep bomb, can't nobody catch up to whoever it is catching the deep bomb. Anyway, all right, let's get into iTarget. iTarget 2020 has reminded us about the importance of self-reliance. We have seen COVID and civil unrest bring out the worst in some people, and the fact is the police can't be everywhere all at once. That's why it is so important to be properly trained if you're a gun owner. iTarget Pro is one of the best ways to dry fire train with your gun at home using their proprietary app and laser bullet. It's convenient, safe, and will save you a ton of money on ammunition. Plus, you don't need to wear a mask to use it. Dry fire training will develop muscle memory, help with target reaction speed, sight alignment, trigger function, and more. iTarget comes in all the major calibers, including .223 and .556, so you can stay sharp with almost any firearm. Right now, get 10% off plus free shipping with the offer code GRAHAM. Don't let circumstances dictate whether or not you are going to train. Take back control with iTarget Pro. That's the letter I. TargetPro.com. iTargetPro.com. Offer code Graham. Man, I'm getting good at reading this stuff.
Yeah, you are.
All right. What else we got, guys?
Someone said the 3K trolls, the 3,000 trolls left when you said freedom.
As soon as I said freedom thing, the 3,000 trolls left out of the thing.
Well, what happened was our feed cut out black for like 30 seconds is what people are saying. And when they got back in, it was all fine. So
I told you something happened.
I'm big on the sex trafficking world, so I want to just say really quick, now that the U.S. Marshal Service
I don't think that you should say it.
I had that too.
With the wave that you just said it. You're like, I'm big in the sex trafficking world. I don't think maybe you should come in quite with that same tone.
Oh, I don't care. If you follow me, you know my heart, so I don't care.
Same
okay,
tone.
So 39 children found in Georgia, 25 children found in Ohio, 123 children found in Michigan.
Yes.
So it's interesting, of course, that after the arrest of Ghislaine Maxwell, all of a sudden we're finding these, so don't forget that. And it's also really great that the U.S. Marshal is now joining to help locate these missing children, and the results are really, really good. So just really,
yes, that's awesome.
Just amazing. And of course, the media, I've seen like 2 blimps, including Fox News. I've seen like bloop, like a blurb about these things happening. So I love that social media, though, is really supporting and showing like, hey, this is happening.
Right.
This is good because no one else is reporting it.
Yeah, and they can only censor it so much. You know,
Right.
eventually the stuff's going to come out. I got something that just popped up. The lawyers of Derek Chauvin, the guy who killed George Floyd.
They're pushing for...
Bring a picture up right here.
They're pushing for non-murder charges? Or
yes,
something like that?
because in the Minneapolis Police Handbook, they're training, basically. Picture right here. Dude kneeling on it. That does not mean that after a certain point, whatever, but he's going to claim that this is what he was taught right here, this image in his manual, that could potentially
I was listening.
get him
So
off
they're
the
gonna have to
murder
redo
charge.
their-
I was listening to Coleon Noir,
Yeah.
and Coleon Noir is a big gun activist, but he's also a lawyer, and he was saying that night and day, there's zero chance he gets murder 2 charges on this thing.
Yeah.
Zero chance.
Oh, wow.
Even the guys that shot Rashard Brooks, they started talking about that. Zero chance. They said at the end of the day, you can shoot that taser twice, and it makes a sound whether it's out or not. So there's a lot of people saying he had already shot it twice. The officers knew that it was empty. Well, even if it's empty, apparently they were saying that it still makes that same pop sound. Colion Noir's a lawyer. He said that he's looking at it from a simple lawyer perspective. And I know that's hard for a lot of us that are non-lawyers to do. Everything else is noise, right? Like you have to prove that officer knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that there was no way that he was going to get shot in the face with a taser.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, and zero chance that gets proven. And so what concerns me is what's going to happen when these court cases. Now, Derek Chauvin, he's going to jail. Okay, homicide or involuntary manslaughter at best.
Maybe
right?
a couple of years.
Yeah, but he's going to jail. Okay, because whether or not it was the fentanyl or COVID or whatever, his actions did lead to whatever. Anyway, he's going to jail for some time. The Rashard Brooks officers, I think that's the biggest load of garbage ever.
Yeah, there should be riots on the other side.
There should be riots on the other side
I
about
disagree
that.
with rioting.
Not riots. There should be protests.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I meant.
Excuse us. Protest. Anyway, crap. I was all right. I know how I want to end this. Because I saw this just yesterday. Yesterday, The Rock does a video. And comment below if you've seen this video. Have you seen this video, Jay? Okay, yesterday, The Rock puts out a video talking about the fact that his family, for the past 3 weeks, his entire family has been dealing with COVID-19. Okay, I've been watching The Rock work out for the past 3 weeks on Instagram. Okay, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to claim that The Rock is lying. Maybe they did. Maybe they all did confirm. I don't understand the purpose of his video putting it out. He says, even for me, it was a formidable foe. I just watched you unveil your newest tennis shoe on Instagram. Literally, that was your last post you just did. Just watched you do it. Why don't you actually make a video that says, hey guys, I didn't feel the best, but I was still working out every single freaking day the entire time that it was going on. That's my thing here. So yeah, there it is. It's a very somber type video. Apparently they're all over it now.
Yeah.
And they released the article about their overcoming of COVID-19. Can we go to his latest? Here, I'll just do it right here. I'm going to go to The Rock really quick here.
His Twitter?
No, his Instagram. Nobody cares about The Rock's Twitter.
And I would also say go to his Instagram and then look at the comments underneath, because there are some very interesting things that they're tying him to other things. That is interesting. So go and have a look for yourself. But yeah, somebody said since the CDC posted about only 6%, they're using him to push their agenda. And there was also a lot of comments, including potentially being in that elite ring that we talk about a lot. So,
well, I'm on his Instagram. Right here.
Anyway, here's him doing pancakes. Here's freaking him opening his box of shoes again. Nothing about COVID. Here's another one. Here you go. On August 25th, here he is. I started the $7 campaign or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Here's another one of him, blah. And it can be argued that this picture could have been taken months ago. I'll give you that.
yeah.
But here's one. Here is one of him 4 days ago toasting with his vodka or his liquor or tequila or whatever it is. Now, again, I'm not saying he didn't fight COVID-19. I'm just saying, look, here he is. Bam, back there in the gym. That's all I'm saying is instead of maybe the doom and gloom message, maybe we could have got a little bit of the, hey, guys, yeah, COVID-19 wasn't fun, but at the end of the day, we're going to be okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just, I don't understand what the purpose of the messaging was there. I don't get it.
I think the messaging was clear to instill fear.
Well, but that's what I mean, right? Like why not come out and say, yeah, for the past 2 weeks, my entire family, even my little baby has had COVID-19. But we're good. We're fine. We beat it. Hey, everybody else can too. Why can't we have those messages? Again, I'm not claiming The Rock's lying, okay? I'm sure he's not lying. I just find it interesting how they have decided to announce it. Most people announce it the second they find
get
out
COVID.
And they're like, we'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to me. That's all I'm saying. You can comment below and I know a lot of people love The Rock and everything. I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just saying I don't understand the idea behind it. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's just weird to me. That
It
was
is.
that was really weird. And then as soon as you post that thing, the next 3 posts are you working out and you unveiling your new rock tennis shoe.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And like somebody just said, stop spreading fear like to The Rock. That's kind of true. I mean, so what? Like apparently millions of people have had this.
yeah.
So
I had
why does it matter?
I had the stomach flu one time, and it was the worst thing I've ever fought in my life. But in 36 hours, I was good. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on, people. Let's see. Here in Anderson, where we are right now, there's a petition to take down a statue downtown for Chadwick Boseman. Isn't that his name?
To put up a statue of Chadwick Boseman. To
Well,
take down.
I guess it's a Confederate,
That's a Confederate statue.
guy or a
Yeah.
Confederate statue, and put up a statue of Chadwick Boseman.
Was he from Anderson?
Yes, he is. He
Okay.
went to TL Hannah. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah,
Like
right down the
yeah, no,
street.
he's from
Okay.
here.
And
cool.
I completely support it. Like, he apparently was a really great guy, and he was from this area. And you know what? I think it's great. I think he deserves some
I
monument.
don't see the harm in putting a statue up.
And
of
like when
Chadwick
Radio
Boseman.
passed away, he has,
Right. If
a-
you're taking down another one symbolically to replace it with him, that's where I would.
I don't know if they are or not,
question.
honestly.
I don't know. I mean, but yeah. So he's from the area of which we broadcast here in Anderson, and so it's very sad, man.
It is sad.
I've heard a lot of good things about the guy. Politically, I know we do not align because his last tweet was about Kamala Harris, so I know that we would have differed there. But I would like to think that if we had ever met each other, we would have been able to have a lot of really good conversation. To me, the sad thing is he apparently fought colon cancer for 4 years. Which colon cancer is a very curable cancer these days, and so the only unfortunate thing to me is it would appear that a lot of him filming the Avengers things and stuff like that probably led to lapses in treatments and things that he probably actually really needed. But I'm not his doctor. I'm not his family. I don't know those things. It was a very tragic deal, and we pray for his family. We pray for him, and from everything I hear, he was a stand-up guy in private, which is really cool. I remember he got an award for he got an award for best superhero, right? And then he called up a guy that actually fought off a gunman at a Waffle House, I think. And gave him
that and gave- yeah,
the hero
that was
thing.
cool.
So
Yeah.
that was a really cool
Seems
moment.
like
of
he
that
was
guy.
a humble, yeah.
And so he was a real humble guy. Wakanda forever, man.
Yeah, I love that
we-
that was
we-
trending.
yeah,
Hashtag was
we-
trending for a
we,
long time that week.
We are very sorry for your loss. Anyway, okay. Anything else? Anybody got anything else?
I
for
had
today?
something really quick. I
All
don't
right.
know if you want to talk about it because we don't want to dive deep, but I posted on my Insta the Starbucks barista who created the toxic Blue Lives Matter drink, calling for more dead cops, saying that all he wanted for Christmas was more dead cops. So it was taken down, but actually
Nice
it
kid.
got put back up. And so people are like, I'm really glad that Target fired him. They've all come out and said, we don't agree with this. He was calling for like over a cup of bleach in this drink. But I'm glad he got fired, but I don't know because of the society we're in if he learned his lesson because they put it back up under a different hashtag and it was trending again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wish he would learn his lesson of consequences and that this is not okay. But as a society, it makes me really sad that he's probably going to get more popular off of this.
Probably. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, and some people were saying, he was joking.
Yeah, he was. I think he was. It doesn't matter. You don't
Right.
post something joking
Right.
about someone else dying
It
and
didn't matter
and
if
filming how to do it.
Yeah, but what Trump said doesn't matter if he was joking or not, right? So I mean, it's all about perspective at that
Right.
point, or what fits your narrative.
Exactly.
All right, so he's a piece of crap.
Correct.
Anyway, all right, go to 912united.com right now. Go
Yes.
to 912united.com and register your email. We launch in 8 days. Go check out our partners at Liberty University or Liberty.Edu/DearAmerica. You can click the link in the caption above. Jake, where can they find you?
Follow me on Instagram at producer_Jake.
Alyssa Allen on Instagram and Facebook, and Hey America on the podcast comes on Tuesday.
And of course, I'm Graham Allen, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
See ya.